Indecision is the death of opportunity. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You know guys, sometimes you just have to go. In life there are going to be times where you are presented with an opportunity. And sometimes you just have to say, you know what, screw it, let's go. Because guys, look, if every single time you are offered an opportunity, you sit on it, you think about it, you analyze all the potentialities, all the risks, all the areas in which it could fail. If you do that every single time you get an opportunity, many opportunities are going to pass you by. And after you've spent all that time thinking, worrying, planning, strategizing, preparing for the worst case scenario, somebody else has already snatched that opportunity and already benefited from taking that opportunity. Now look, I think there's some nuance here. I think it's important to say. There are going to be times in your life where you are presented with opportunities and you do need to be strategic and you do need to think before you act. I'm not asking you to be an impulsive person who just dives in without any knowledge or research of the thing that he's looking at doing. But if you take too long in stressing and worrying and planning and this overall indecisiveness at opportunities, you're going to find that this ripples across the span of your life. And you are the guy who is too cautious. You're the guy who is too scared of taking risks. And you miss out on opportunities because somebody else goes, you know what, I think this is a good idea. I can afford to take this risk. You know, I've been sensible with my living conditions. I have enough money behind me in case this goes wrong. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see how it goes. And that guy, let's say, takes the opportunity that you were so busy thinking about. And within 6 months, he's a millionaire. You know, and this happens all the time in the real world. You know, that friend who you've always discussed starting a business with one day, he finally sets up the business and he asks for you to jump on board. And ultimately, you say, no, I'm not ready yet. Give me 6 more months. And he says, okay. Somebody else jumps on board with him. And within 6 months, that business blows up. It takes off. It's shocking. But by that point, it was too late. Because you said no. Now, not every single opportunity that comes your way is going to be a success. You know, maybe only 1% of opportunities that come your way are a success. But the point is, guys, if you say no to 100% of those opportunities, you don't allow that 1% chance of success to be a reality. You just play it safe. You are so indecisive on making that jump sometimes that you reject success, that you reject growth, that you reject opportunity. So look, guys, make a decision. Make a decision to go. You know, there's got to come a moment, guys, where you get fed up of the procrastination, where you get fed up of delaying success, playing it safe. The reality is that we don't know when we're going to die. We don't. I say this often on the channel. We could walk out of our house tomorrow morning and some bus driver who's been drink driving, had a couple of drinks, rams into us as we're walking down the road. And that's it. That's us gone. You know, you don't know when your life is going to end. So why are you living in this scarcity mindset, this indecisive mindset, where day in, day out, you choose safety? Day in and day out, you choose stability. You know, if you are unaccepting and uninviting to opportunity, you know the result. It's the same, it's consistency. And look, I'm not saying everybody needs to be a millionaire. We're not talking about $1 million deals every single time here. But there are times in life where you do have to take risks. And there are times in life where opportunities present themselves and it might be a couple thousand extra every year. But it's an opportunity to progress. If every single time you are offered an opportunity to progress, you say no and choose stability and safety and security, you know the result. You know where you're going to stay. Exactly where you are. And in some senses, stagnancy is really regression. Because when you're stagnant, you never really improve. You never really get better. You sort of just stay where you are. Whilst everybody else improves, whilst everybody else gets better. So look, don't be that guy. If you're watching content like this, you're watching self-improvement content, and you could be watching dopamine-filled Subway Surfers TikTok compilations for hours on end, you know, it's clear that you are a serious person. You know, you could be watching the Brook and Jubal show for 7 hours, you know, it's clear that you take yourself seriously. So look, don't be the guy who is so indecisive that he just repels opportunities. Opportunities bounce off his shoulders. Don't allow that to become your reality. Now, at the same time, don't be stupid and don't spend all your money on crypto, everything. Don't spend all your money on this stock or that business opportunity. Don't put yourself on the street. But sometimes, guys, use your cojones, you know? Show a bit of fire, show a bit of direction. Sometimes you just have to welcome opportunities because, like I said to you, 99% of opportunities aren't going to amount to anything. But the 1% might be something special. But if you block out 100% of opportunities, you don't allow yourself to attain that opportunity of 1%. And subsequently you stagnate and subsequently you regress. So you've really got to ask yourself, guys, what life do I want? For me, for my family? What do I want my life to look like in 20 years' time? And what is it going to take for me to build that reality? Am I going to have to take risks? And if you are an ambitious person, the answer is yes. Now, we can be sensible, we can be measured, we can be intelligent. But the answer is yes, you will have to take risks. So get out of your own head about starting something new. Get out of your own head about all the reasons for why you can't start something new. And stop with all the indecisiveness and just go. You know, don't be the guy that repels opportunity. Be the guy that attracts opportunity and be the guy that takes advantage of opportunity. Look, guys, that's all I've got for today. If you took some value from this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button and comment your thoughts down below. If you guys are interested, join my free men's Discord community. The link is down below. And if you are interested in one-to-one coaching with me, the link is below also. All you got to do is click the link, book yourself a slot, and I will see you on the other side. As always, guys, thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you in the next one.